Hi, hello. Welcome to the introduction to the PM Essentials program. The PM Essentials program is meant to give you a quick introduction to professional project management. Uh, it will take approximately 10 hours to complete this program, and this introduces you to the natural flow of a project. Like we start with a project initiation, which is done by a sponsor, and during initiation we create a project charter and we do the stakeholder register. Then we get into planning. A project manager guides the project into planning from initiation, and during planning a detailed project plan is prepared, and the detailed requirements are captured, and which is frozen into a scope document, which gets broken down. Once the scope is done, it gets decomposed into a work breakdown structure. So this course explains clearly what is a work breakdown structure, the work packages, the 880 rules. Uh, so all those things about a work package is included in this course. One of the reasons being, one of the key things for failure of project is wrong estimate, and without a good WBS, that is a work breakdown structure, it is impossible to get a very accurate estimate. So that's why a lot of emphasis is given for a work breakdown structure. So once the work breakdown structure is done, then this work packages, which is the lowest element in the work breakdown structure, is decomposed further into activities, and based on their dependencies these activities are decomposed further, are sequenced based on that finish to start, finish to finish, start to start, and start to finish dependencies, which could be either internal to the project or it could be external to the project. So once we superimpose these dependencies onto the project, onto the activity list, then you get the activity network diagrams, like the activity on arrow diagram and the activity on node diagram. And the activity on arrow diagram uses dummy activities also. So if the project is very small, then activity on arrow comes in very handy. Whereas for complex projects where the number of activities are very high, then we need the activity on node diagram, which is highly scalable. And the activity on node diagrams are used in most of the software scheduling packages. So from the WBS, after plotting the activity on arrow or activity on node diagrams, we arrive at the schedule for the project. And during execution phase, the project manager executes the project as per the schedule. And throughout the project is monitored and controlled. So basically, project management revolves around plan, do, check, and act. So we do the plan first, and then we execute the project as per the plan, and once in a while we check whether everything is going as per the plan or not, and if there is a variance we take action. So this is the backbone of every stream of management, and project management is no exception to it. So monitoring and controlling happens throughout the project, and from planning we get into execution. Then throughout this we do the monitoring and controlling, and every phase, which includes the end of the project as well, we close it formally. So this PM Essentials program will take you through these phases very quickly, but then it is not a replacement for your any certification programs like PMP or Prince2 and all. This is just to explain to you how the basic aspects of project planning and execution and tracking and closing. So this gives you the backbone of project management. And now if you're preparing for some exams, we'll have to add lot of meat to this skeleton, so that you can pass those exams, which is not included here. And while doing this course, say this is a free course, while doing this course you can decide whether you want to go for any additional training, and if at all you are going for an additional training, should you go for a classroom route or should you go for an online route. Because if this works out very well for you, then no need to get into a classroom training. So this comes free to you. Please help us to propagate this course. So recommend this to as many friends and contacts as possible. Let them also benefit from this course. Uh, so along with this course, we give you some reference material. There is a PM Essentials guide which you can download. There is a professional responsibility checklist which you can download. So that will act as a reference material. And there is, at the end of this, there is a online test provided. So you're advised to take this test as many times as you want. So even testing is part of learning. So initially you may score very low marks on those tests, and as you go through the material and the video, you will start scoring higher and higher. And when you score around 80 percentage in that awareness test, that is a time when you can request for your certificate. So you please shoot an email once you start scoring around 80 percentage on those review tests. So then you shoot an email to us, and we will email you your course completion certificate, which is a certificate worth 10 contact hours, which you can use elsewhere. Sometimes it will come in very handy when you applying for additional certifications. Minimum, you have a certificate which is issued by the Project Management Research Institute, and you have the knowledge of professional project management, how a project should be managed, or if you're getting into a project, where should you start and where should you end. So these things should be very, very clear upon completion of this course. Thank you very much.